Artificial additives and preservatives have become commonplace in the modern diet, appearing in everything from processed foods to soft drinks. While these substances may enhance taste or extend shelf life, they can also wreak havoc on our gut health. The delicate balance of bacteria in our digestive system can easily be disrupted by these additives and preservatives, leading to a range of adverse effects on our overall health. Before delving into how artificial additives and preservatives affect gut health, it's essential to understand what exactly gut health means. Our gastrointestinal tract is home to trillions of microorganisms, collectively known as the gut microbiome. These microorganisms play crucial roles in digestion, metabolism, immune system function, and even mental health. Maintaining a diverse and balanced gut microbiome is essential for overall health and well-being. Do you know why your favorite snacks stay fresh for longer? Well, food-making companies add specific stuff, called preservatives, to our food items to keep them from going rancid. Their main job is to fend off tiny creatures called microbes that can make the food rot. Some of the ordinary things we use in our food, like sugar, salt, vinegar, and even alcohol, have been keeping our food safe for a long time. But if you pay attention, you'll notice some odd names on food packages today: sodium benzoate, calcium propionate, and potassium sorbate, for instance. Now, here is a remarkable fact: bacteria, the tiny creatures in our body, create special chemicals called bacteriocins to beat other microbes in the competition. These chemicals, interestingly, can act as nature's preservatives, keeping our food safe from harmful microbes. There is this super powerful group of bacteriocins, known as lantibiotics, that does an excellent job at this. People in the food industry love using them so much they've got a smash-up name: lantibiotics, a combination of lantipeptide and antibiotics. Despite their popularity in the food world, we don't know much about how these lantibiotics affect our gut microbes when we eat them in our food. Our gut is home to a delicate balance of microbes, and friendly bacteria help our body a lot by breaking down food and keeping us safe from harmful pathogens. But if food preservatives, like lantibiotics, kill off too many of these helpful bacteria, then the bad bacteria might take over and cause a mess, which is just as bad as eating rotten food. Recent research by a group of dedicated scientists discovered that lantibiotics, a common type of substance, possess powerful influences not only against harmful pathogens but also on the friendly gut bacteria that help us maintain our health. Niacin, a widely known lantibiotic, is used in a wide range of products, from beer and sausages to cheese and even dipping sauces. Oddly enough, it's produced by bacteria that call the mammary glands of cows their home. But don't be surprised, similar lantibiotics are also made by microbes in our very own human gut. Considering the current levels of lantibiotics found in our food, it's pretty plausible to think that they could potentially have a significant effect on the overall health of our gut. Dr. Zhang explained in simple terms how niacin, an antibiotic that we've been using in our food for ages, may have an effect on our belly bugs despite not having a lot of research about it. It's excellent at keeping our food safe from harmful bugs, but it could mess with the good ones in our tummy too. Together with his team, Dr. Zhang discovered an open-source collection of data about the bacteria present in the human gut. They found blueprints for making 6 different belly bug-sourced lantibiotics, similar to the niacin in our food, and 4 of these were entirely new. With the help of a chemistry expert, Professor Wilfred A. van der Donk from the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, they created their own versions of these lantibiotics. They then tested what effects they had on harmful pathogens and good gut bacteria. And guess what? They found that the lantibiotics didn't discriminate. They affected both the good and bad bugs. In simple words, Dr. Zhang said, "Our research is one of the first to show that the good bugs in our gut can also be affected by these lantibiotics, and in some cases, they are even more sensitive than the bad bugs." Considering the amount of lantibiotics we have in our food today, they could possibly affect our gut health. So, the stuff in our food that fights nasty bugs could be messing with the good ones too. Peptides are building blocks in lantibiotics. Now, why should we care about these tiny things? Well, understanding these peptides better can help us harness their power. You see, they have this special antibacterial magic that can be used to do good. In simple terms, they can help us fight those tiny harmful creatures, such as bacteria. For instance, there was this one study where a team of 4 tiny organisms, one of them being a lantibiotic producer, played the heroes. They helped mice win the battle against a very stubborn bacteria, the antibiotic-resistant Enterococcus. Scientists are not stopping there. They are also trying to figure out how common the genes that resist lantibiotics are in different groups of people. The goal here is to understand how such bacteria can settle happily in our gut under various circumstances and food choices. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows with these lantibiotics and the bacteria that produce them. Sometimes, they might not be the best friends to our health. So, we are also finding ways to stop any adverse effects they might have while still making sure we can use their antibacterial magic for our benefit. When we talk about food and IBS, the connection with processed foods isn't always highlighted. However, recent studies reveal that this relationship might be stronger than we initially thought. Now, not all foods are processed the same way. Some undergo milder processing while others might be highly processed. Imagine you're in a supermarket, strolling down the fruit aisle. You see some fresh strawberries. They're unprocessed, straight from the farm, washed, and ready to be taken home. You then wander into the frozen section and spot a pack of frozen strawberries. These are minimally processed. However, once these strawberries are mixed with sweeteners, they're no longer minimally processed. Now, think about these strawberries blended with sugar, flour, corn syrup, salt, and some extra additives turned into a delicious strawberry pie in the bakery section. This changes the story entirely. The pie is now ultra-processed. Unfortunately, such foods tend to be the least healthy and most likely culprits for activating IBS symptoms. Sodas, cakes, bread, and ready-made meals are all examples of ultra-processed foods. Essentially, any food that is mass-produced usually falls into this category. If we review the common triggers of IBS, it becomes evident that most processed foods contain at least one or more of these triggers. The more ingredients a food has, the higher the chances of it having additives that cause IBS symptoms. Certain food additives, such as emulsifiers, artificial colors, and preservatives, have been found to evoke hypersensitivity reactions in some IBS sufferers. Identifying these triggers can be tricky, as they are often tucked away in ultra-processed foods. Searching for them can feel like trying to find a needle in a colossal haystack. That's a wrap. We hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative content.